Yo, so today I'm gonna have a little sit down with the anime versions of the world. And I mean, demographically speaking, that's probably like 95% of the people subbed to my former fucking clip channel. But a few months ago, Michael B. Jordan gave like his top 5 anime for people to watch, and it was fucking abysmal. I know I'm late to the party, but who gives a fuck? But today I'm gonna be answering the fucking burning question. Should you watch One Piece if it's one of your first, or if you're just new to anime in general? So let me tell you my pedigree in anime pretty quick. I started watching anime back at the start of COVID, back in like April 2020 or some shit. And I fucking binged like 750 episodes of Naruto in a little over 3 weeks. It was fucking dope. I watched it in dub and everything. I was a full-on newbie. So at this point, I feel like I'm pretty qualified to tell you the positives and negatives to watching One Piece early on in your fucking anime journey, because I was in your shoes pretty recently as well, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind. So let me go over the negatives first, then I'll get into the positives later. But the first fucking thing that you gotta expect is there's gonna be some pretty slow and boring spots, especially in the beginning. For me personally, it took about 2 or 3 years to get past the first like 10 episodes of One Piece. It was bad. I didn't truly start to enjoy what I was watching until about 220 episodes in, I think, but that's just me personally. Everybody's different. But I'm one of those people that believe you gotta go through some bad shit to enjoy the good shit, or some quote along those lines. It just makes the ups in the story feel that much better and so much worth it in my opinion. So just be patient. If you're coming from like fucking Breaking Bad or some shit, be prepared to be disappointed, especially early on. You'd be better off watching Attack on Titan or some shit like that. Also, this is a big one. If you live with other people and are planning on watching this shit in the fucking living room or on the couch or some shit, I'd say don't watch this unless you want your family to just look at you differently. There will be a plethora of big booby anime bitches every single episode, especially later on. So if you're okay with little Timmy walking in on you, watching fucking Nami drop her bathrobe or some shit, then go right ahead, you sick fuck. Another question that I think a lot of people who aren't familiar with anime or One Piece ask is, why the fuck is this shit so long? And I got a half-ass answer for you, but it's pretty much why. So One Piece and pretty much every other anime is based off of a manga, which is a Japanese comic book pretty much. And with One Piece, the manga and the anime are produced at the same time. So the anime has to pretty much put a fucking throttle on it, slowing shit down to almost unbearable levels sometimes. This will result in scenes where they show like every single character in the room's reaction to something for a solid like 5 seconds each. Like a normal Attack on Titan episode might adapt 1 or 2 chapters, but One Piece can get as bad as like half a chapter an episode, which is absolutely miserable. Now, there is a way to counteract this. It's called One Piece. It's basically a shortened up version of One Piece with all of the manga and canon shit in it. I believe it cuts like 900 episodes into like 500, which may sound like a fuck ton, but you're cutting out like 30 or 40% of the unnecessary shit and only getting the super important shit. The major con to this is that it's kind of a pain in the ass to watch sometimes, and you can't watch it on your TV in your living room because you gotta go to some shady website for it. But let's say the length is no problem to you. You watch The Office like 6 times and the pacing isn't an issue. What other advice could I give you? I just say fucking do it if you want to do it. The series isn't going anywhere. Now, would it be my first anime? No, but if you want it to be your first, I won't stop you. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. But enough of me shitting on this fucking show. Obviously, the anime has a lot of negatives, but let's talk about the positives. You're gonna fucking fall in love with the characters, and you likely will pretty fast. You'll slowly be fed with some of their little quirks and backstories that they got. And just the entire crew dynamic is something that you have a really hard time finding in all of fiction, really. It's just a very rare thing where if you had a random ass group of characters in a room in an imaginary scenario, you could predict what each and every character would do and say in that situation. It's pretty fucking nuts. This show just has such an elite fucking cast of characters that slowly get depth as the show goes on and just really have their own little niche in how they interact with others and their little abilities and shit. In fact, the powers are so fucking ridiculous and unique in One Piece, it's actually too much at times. There's a motherfucker made of candle wax as his fucking power. And of course, once you get caught up, it'll probably be the biggest accomplishment in your life. At least it was for me and my loser ass. Once you catch up, you're just gonna be fucking begging at Eiichiro Oda's fucking feet, begging him for more episodes. I promise you, I do it every day. But anyways, let me conclude this shit real quick and answer the question once and for all. Should you watch One Piece as your first or one of your first anime? I personally say no. I think there is different shows that will be easier for you to ease yourself into the anime world with, but it just has a little bit less of a learning curve. But if you want to do it, fucking do it. Nobody's stopping you. But some shit will be boring early on. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's about it. I hope this useless ass video helped you decide if you want to watch this absurdly long fucking hell of a series. Nice little quick short video for the week. But yeah.